What's up, people? Welcome back to another episode of the Claw Talk Podcast, where sushi is not the only thing we like raw. Yo, I can never keep it together, bro.
Light skin face.
Today, we are getting into a whole lot of food. We are both huge foodies on this podcast. Jay Nice, how you feeling today, bro?
Yeah, I'm excited. You know we love food. I could talk about food all day. Everybody out there, our loyal listeners, I think we probably got a good, 4 or 5 or 6 now. We know they love food too.
Yeah, something like that.
Y'all fat asses need to listen. Listen to what we about to say.
So, y'all ran it up on the last video, and y'all got us at 30 plus likes, and y'all got to see me in my Spider-Man cosplay. So we're up in the ante this time. If we get above 40 likes on this YouTube video, we will give one lucky subscriber a free Uber Eats gift card. You'll have a free meal courtesy of the Cloud Talk Podcast. So if you like free food, go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and we'll pick one lucky subscriber and send that over to you. Yeah, so today we go keep it nice, sweet, and short. So getting into the first topic, we talk about how to learn how to cook, especially from the guy perspective. Like, stereotypically, people be bashing us. They say like guys don't know how to cook, and they always eat out, and they depend on women. So that is not the case with us too. Not at all. So how did you go about that process of learning how to cook? Like, where did you start?
I mean, So I think it all
how to fend for yourself.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe, I think it all started back in my parents' house, honestly. Maybe at a certain age. I think I was probably like maybe 12, 13 or whatever. That's around the time my mom was like, "Oh, you hungry? Okay, then you better go make yourself something to eat." Not saying that she didn't cook for us, because obviously she did, but like I feel like as I got older, she started cooking less, maybe once or twice a week, rather than like we had dinner every day of the week, family dinner, sitting at the table and all that stuff. So I'm like, all right, I bet I'm gonna learn how to cook. Of course, I wasn't making like no extravagant meals or nothing like that.
Just taking the Jamaican patties out the freezer,
or chicken patties, putting them in the oven. I learned how to work the oven real nice. I learned how to make breakfast. I learned how to make eggs. That's probably like one of the first things I learned how to cook. Make some breakfast in the morning, maybe some eggs, grilled cheese. I used to make those a lot. Little panini.
Yeah. Yo, I feel like that was kind of where I started too. It was out of necessity. I think I started more when I went to college, and I had my own apartment. I think like junior year. We had a kitchen. I didn't have a meal plan anymore, so I had to start cooking and just like fending for myself. But it started with breakfast though. Like, breakfast is the easiest place you could start. You know what I'm saying? Cook some eggs, make some toast, waffles, pancakes. Like it's all simple. I feel like anybody that's starting out, like if you're afraid to start learning how to cook, you think it's too much. Like start with breakfast, bro. Like it's easy.
Yeah, I honestly think that I'm the best breakfast maker that I know. At this point, for real, my shit, I be eating my shit. I be like, yo, I belong on top chef with Gordon Ramsay or some shit.
You know the food slaps when you like complimenting your own food. Like, oh yeah, this shit hit.
Shit good as shit. But like you said. Especially like now that I'm older and I live on my own, I feel like I have no other option but to learn how to make more than just breakfast food, because eating out all the time definitely adds up,
bro.
Especially imagine like you didn't know how to cook at all, so now you like what am I eat? So now you eating out like breakfast, lunch, and dinner like daily. That's some crazy stuff. So I feel like I had no other option but to learn how to cook, so I can make breakfast, lunch, dinner, whatever, and I don't, I think it's also you learn as you go. Like if you mess up one time, then you know what to not do the next time you attempt to cook whatever you're making. So as a man, men learn how to cook because women like that also.
Yeah, it's a big plus, bro. That's how you can win somebody over with that. Have somebody over, cook a nice steak dinner with some asparagus and some mashed potatoes.
You can be like, I never had this before.
Yo, she's never gonna leave. She's gonna like pack a bigger bag.
Yeah, spin a night bag gonna turn into a fucking cabinet or a dresser drawer and shit.
Right. But go back to what you were saying. I don't know how people do it, bro. Like eating and ordering out every day. Like I can't afford it. Like I literally cannot afford it, even if I wanted to. Like it's convenient sometimes if I don't have time to cook for lunch or for dinner, like to order Uber Eats or something. It makes it convenient, but that shit adds up way too fast. Like going out, especially nowadays with inflation going crazy, like you go out to eat a meal, you're spending like $25, $30, $40 easily at a meal, unless you're going to like Chipotle or McDonald's or something like that. So
yeah, I don't know. There was a point in time where I was like eating out when I was like ordering daily. I definitely can't afford it, but I did it anyway. So it's like, I don't know what else I'm about to eat. But I think that's partially because I'm lazy. I don't like going to the store and grocery shopping, but luckily I discovered Instacart. Instacart, if you're listening, sponsor us. Because I use Instacart faithfully. I get my groceries delivered to my door, which is still less than even like plus tipping the driver and stuff. I think it's still less than like eating out daily. And I like to eat good, so I'm not about to eat Chipotle every day. I be ordering, like, if I'm eating out, even by myself, I order, like, Outback or, like, Red Robin or some shit. Or sushi. Yeah. Sushi is expensive.
I need to get on the Instacart wave. I still haven't tried it. Do they have Trader Joe's on there?
I think it depends on what area.
I know it's, like, limited to certain. Yeah, because the whole hour and a half, 2 hours of going somewhere, grocery shopping, and coming back is kind of like a waste of time. Like, if you got someone do that for you and pay relatively the same amount, it's like, why not?
They do. Yeah, sometimes I think the prices on Instacart might be higher than the prices higher than the in-store prices. It all depends on what store you're looking at. But I don't care. I'll be like, I ain't going to the store. I add my little 25 items or 20 items to the cart, checkout. And my groceries be delivered right to my door.
I'm sure they got a list too. You automatically select the same items.
Yeah, you can buy them again.
Press one button. Yeah. That's too easy. But yeah, just to sum it up, men, learn how to cook. Start with breakfast. Then transition into lunch and dinner. I think once you start, using the oven and transitioning into like dinner meals, you can even start with like frozen stuff too, like frozen vegetables that are already like pre-cut and made. Like, yeah, same. Start with seafood. Seafood's really easy to cook. If you undercook it, you're not gonna die. Like, you won't get salmonella. So, start with those things and then just learn. Like we said, it's a process. So, make mistakes and just keep doing it over and over again, and eventually you'll get good.
You have well, first off, I agree with everything he just said. Learn how to cook. It's good for you, and like we said, women like that too. So you might want to get on that. But do you have any like bad experiences, like cooking experiences that you can think of?
Yo, when I first started, bro, it was rough. I'm not gonna lie. Like, you got to go through the growing pains sometimes. I remember one time I was using a Foreman grill. This was in college when I just started learning how to cook. One thing, bro, when you first started learning how to cook, and you handling like the raw meat, that shit is disgusting. That shit is like wet and slimy and it smells terrible. I'm like, yo, like this is.
I don't know what you talking about. I don't like how you just said meat like that.
Yeah.
Continue. You had some raw meat in your hands, and what else?
You gotta fondle the raw.
Come on, bro. You had some raw meat.
You gotta season that shit, tenderize it a little bit. But no, I was very inexperienced, and the foreman grill was like kind of small and slanted, so you can't really. I don't know. I should have like used some like coconut oil or something. I didn't know what I was doing. Put the whole like untenderized like chicken breast in there, and like closed it down. And the chicken breasts were like 3-4 inches off of the grill, so the shit is like burning on the outside, like the chicken's black, and there's like smoke coming up. The smoke alarm's going. I'm fucking waving a towel at the smoke alarm, and then I'm looking at the chicken, and it's looking like it's cooking. I'm like, all right, like it's kind of black on the outside. It looks, grilled or whatever. Right. Like it should be good. I take a knife. I like cut through the middle. That shit is all pink. I'm like, bruh.
You burnt it. It was burnt on the outside, but still not done on the middle.
Bro, and I'm like, I don't know what to do. Like, I can't put it back in because it's going to keep burning and the fucking alarm's going to keep going off. So I'm like, bruh, I just gave up. I don't even know what I did. I think I probably like ordered.
Like, you probably had to throw them away. Ain't no recovery. Bro, that's that.
Yo, them nights of like where you really mess up the dinner and you got to eat like a shitty meal or like eat out. That shit is like humbling for sure. But that was one of my worst experiences. I don't know about you. Have you had like a super terrible experience?
The first thing that pops into my head, like I said, I'm lazy. Everything reverts back to that. There was one time, like I'm making noodles, right? This is just ramen noodles. Like it's not even no extravagant stuff. I'm lazy. I don't even want to boil the water on the stove. So one time, I had the little like instant bowl where you like just put some water in there and put it in the microwave for like 5 minutes and boom, you got your noodles. One time, I think I didn't put water in the bowl, so I put the noodles in the microwave with no water, and that shit like exploded. And I think bro, I almost burnt the microwave, like almost melted the microwave, that kind of thing. Like that's the first thing that pops into my head. I'm not even trying to like, this is not a fix or anything, but I feel like when I cook, it's always good.
Yeah. Do you have that shit is wild, bro. So that shit exploded in the microwave.
Like it's cooking. I heard this loud bang, so I was like, "What the fuck?" Bro, I opened the microwave and I take the bowl out, and the noodles are like, you know how they look when they come out the pack? They're like completely black.
Yeah.
I was like, I forgot to put water in these shits. About to burn.
This man deep fried the ramen.
I think that was in the dorm too. I was like about to burn the dorm down and shit.
Yo, that's wild. You gotta. Those experiences are humbling. I bet you never forgot to put water in the next time though.
I mean,
do you have?
I was about to say you can't forget to put water for noodles like when you cook it on a stove. So never again.
Yeah, they burn.
Yeah. If y'all couldn't tell, we had some technical difficulties and Memo left me by myself. So if y'all want to hear our favorite restaurants and our favorite meals to cook, then you're gonna have to go subscribe to Patreon.